Hi, I'm DJ Nikki.
And I'm Statis Beatnik.
Oh. Hi, I'm DJ Nikki.
And I'm Statis.
And together we're Beatnik.
Oh, it's mine. Right.
Sorry, you're being with your microphone.
That's okay.
Hi, I'm DJ Nikki.
And I'm Statis.
Together we're Beatnik, and you're locked into Media Spotlight UK.
For the benefit of our audience, that those that don't know, how did you decide to work together as a duo? Like, obviously you've done things individually, but how did you form?
We've always done stuff together. I mean, I started DJing because Nikki had decks, and so I just went in there and started to learn. And then Nikki started to become a DJ seriously, and we've always worked together. And I've always done more the back end side, and Nick's always done the front end, the writing, a lot more being seen. And I'd like to stay hidden.
Well, you're not hidden now, are you? Because you're in front of the camera always.
Yeah, true.
How did you come up with your name?
Quite easy. My name's Nick.
And then Beat is music.
We made beats, so Beatnik.
It started with a TV show where I basically made the TV show filming Nick's adventures as a DJ. So it was like music and Nikki. And also the idea of Beatnik, the kind of working outside of the usual realms and the beat generation, it all just fitted really well.
You have a local residency here at the W Hotel.
Yeah.
Is that a regular event that happens every week for you guys?
Every Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah.
We said that too often. Yeah, it's been going really well. We've had so many
Last night J. Cole came.
Yeah.
Last week Tina Shay. I don't know how to say her name.
Yeah.
Tinashe. I never know how to say that one.
My favourite, Ronnie Size, came
Ronnie
down.
Size,
Kelis.
Kelis.
Like, it's Ronnie.
Who else? Big Boy came.
Yeah.
Eve.
Yeah.
Like loads of great artists come every week, and really like up and coming British artists as well, which is great.
Yeah.
So obviously producing and DJing has changed over the years. Obviously back in the day, you know, you had vinyls for DJing.
I've still got about 10,000 vinyls at home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a big collection. So what I was going to ask was, because you have the transition from vinyls to decks, to CD decks.
Oh man, that was a hard one to let go of the vinyl.
We still use vinyl.
I held on
though.
for as long as I could.
We still use vinyl a lot because
with Serato now.
So we've just
that
got
was
the
the
two
best thing
time
that
codes.
happened.
Yeah, and now you're back on 1210s with 2 bits of vinyl, so you can scratch nicely and do everything. Because I don't like turntables.
I love
on
CDJs though, because I did the full transition when I was DJing a lot from vinyls to CDJs, which took me a while to actually just like admit defeat. And then like going from carrying 60 kilogram record boxes around on my own, like 2 record boxes are so heavy. You had to be committed back in the day. Do you know what I mean? Especially as a girl, like bouncers would pick them up and go, "What the hell, girl? How are you carrying this?" So going from that to CDJs, I must admit it was quite nice in the end, like having everything on CD and not having the hassle of carrying the vinyl.
Yeah.
But I missed the vinyl, so I got used to CDJs around. I probably transitioned around 2003 fully, and then I transitioned to Serato. But I went on Serato quite late, like 2010, I think.
But it's great having Serato now because like we sometimes will do massive sets, like 6 hours long, where you'd have to take just crates and crates of records because we don't like to plan sets and be like, this is what I'm playing. We like to react to the crowd. And now with Serato, you've just got so much music available. You're like, okay, I can go where I want, do what I want, and all I have to take is one bag with me.
And now there's DJs on USBs as well, so yeah, that's even too small for me. I like having Serato and having like my little cue points on there and my folders and everything, so it's quite visual, which I like.
I was going to lead on to, because you literally just answered my question, but mainly is it easier to use CD decks in comparison to vinyls now things have technologically changed over the years, or would you prefer to go back to the old school ways of how you
I love the visualness of having a record box with the sleeves in, and you pull them up and then the picture would remind you, oh, I've got to play that record next, and you knew where everything kind of was.
And you could grab things quickly because you're just like, oh, it's the pink one.
Yeah,
and
I
half
loved
the time,
it.
people come up and say, oh, have you got a thing by that artist? But there's so many millions of artists, you can't remember all their names all the time. But
plus people
in your
get
head,
wrong.
you have the visual of the picture of the vinyl, and you're like, that one, that one, that one. So now you've got to try and remember everyone's name, the name of the track, because it doesn't show visually in the same way.
Yeah, because you've got to type it out to find the track in Serato. So it's all about like how you put things in folders, but we've got so much volume of music, you do forget stuff sometimes. So
yeah, but there's good and bad. I love the vinyl for scratching and playing with and doing tricks and having fun, but then there's great points to the CDJs as well, that they're kind of the start stop is instantaneous, and you can there's just little differences. They're both good, but I'd still prefer the vinyl because I can scratch with it far better than I can.
But yeah, the great thing about all these programs is that you can still use those now. So you can use a 1210 or a CDJ. But I would say when you're tour DJing, it's easier to use CDJs because there's less things that can go wrong if you're at a festival. For instance, with a 1210, you've got a needle and you've got like the arm, and so many. They're easily breakable if they're moving those around. So
but then there's pros and cons in terms of the CDJ as well, because there could be a software problem or there could be a CD problem,
many
and that's
times.
it. So
yeah.
then you can't go back into it and you think, what can I do next?
Yeah. I've had to do like a massive show at Lovebox with one deck broken. I've done a whole show for Kelis, like on a number of occasions where the deck goes down and you've got one deck there and you've got to do a whole show. And you've got to scratch and do all kinds of things, and you're like, I've got one deck, but no one knows. You just have to keep going. So yeah, like technical hitches happen all the time with electronic music and electronic stuff. You just have to soldier it.
Well, as you mentioned just a minute ago, Nikki, that you're official DJ to Kelis. You toured with All Saints, spun with so many different names. You've got MTV, Jay-Z, HTC. I'm thinking like, wow, like you've gone for the creme de la creme,
I've been
so to speak.
a long time,
and even for you,
right.
Statis, like you've worked with Google, Lady Leisha, Redkin. I'm thinking, my God, like what is it that you haven't done? What's the feeling like when you secured those type of deals? Because it must be quite humbling for you at most of times for you.
I don't know, like
it just becomes.
You
normal.
know what? You're only as good. You're only as good as your last gig. So.
Yeah.
Even if you think you've secured something, there could be someone else that comes along that's mates with them that they could go, oh, we're going to use them instead, or, at any point, or you could get sick, or you might, like anything can happen.
And
you're touring the world, you could get stuck somewhere, like you can never take anything for granted.
Sometimes also the bigger the brand, the bigger the person you're working with, the more headache it is, the more loops there are to go through, the more hierarchy of people putting their nose in one of this. Sometimes it's just nicer to, like we did with this track. Tyson's been a friend of Nick's for years. We just got together and we're like, this is what we want to do, let's do it. We worked on it, did it, and it was a lovely experience. Whereas sometimes the larger companies that have a corporate structure, it's not so enjoyable.
Luckily, a lot of the artists like that I've worked with for a long time, some of my really close friends, so I can give them honest feedback. And that's the thing about me. I don't sugarcoat things. I will tell them the honest truth about this is what we should put in the set, and they know that I'm on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll do my very best to make them look amazing on stage. So, yeah. So I'm lucky in the fact that I've got to work with amazing, really nice people, and it hasn't been going through a hierarchy of a bunch of. We can just talk on a level.
Well, you're both known for remixes as well. Like you worked with the likes of Rudimental, Chris Brown, M.O. You've done so much well. When you look back in years to come, what would you want to be best known for as far as, because you know, as a produce, engineer, DJ, so many creative elements. What would you want to be best known for in years to come?
Being ahead of the game, ahead of the curve a bit, I think.
Yeah.
And being like trailblazers, especially me, like. I think when I started DJing and there wasn't very many women, like being a strong female figure for that. I don't like to be called a female DJ. I think that's really whack in 2014. And I think playing on that is a bit like last century. But I'd like to be a role model for other people coming through, not just girls, but, you know, like doing your own thing and not having to compromise your sound or your beliefs or like your musical influences. And like we've always run our own club nights and made our own music, and we've got our own label, so maybe like inspiring other people.
Yeah, I want to be the people that I looked up to, and amazing people. Someone like David Bowie, I just watched what he did in his career and went, look at how his style, his music, his originality, his creativity. I want to be known for those things. Of actually someone like Jimi Hendrix that just did things that no one's ever really done before, and everyone looks back and is like, that's amazing, it's so unique, it's so interesting, it's got its own identity, its own stamp, rather than just being the same as this person, or oh, they're the new that. No, I don't want to be that. I want to be something unique.
What's the future for Beatnik? What are we expecting in 2015 for you guys?
Well, we've got a
More
lot of
releases.
remixes on the way, because we're always putting out remixes in between our own releases, and then more of our own tracks. That's the main focus for us. Visuals and sound and audio. We want more amazing tracks and more amazing videos to come, and just grow and build and get better and better with each one.
And work with lots of interesting people as
Yeah.
well. Because I love artists, so I love like people that can write and they've got a vision, and you know, performers. It's nice to have people that are true artists to work with.
We're going to lighten the load a little bit. Just going to ask you completely random questions, just
Okay.
some fun stuff now. Let's put you on the spot. So, you ready for me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. For both, this is for both of you anyway, all these questions. Describe your movement in 3 words.
Creative, fun, and musical.
Stylish, family, and what's the word I'm looking for? Innovative.
Nice. I like that word. Okay, if you were a cartoon character, who would you want to be and why?
Super Ted. He was just my favourite when I was growing up. An amalgamation of him and Spotty, man. I just loved them when I was a kid. That was just my favourite thing. But anyway, most people probably won't even have a clue what that is.
Oh my god, it's really hard because I never watched cartoons. Do you know what? Not a cartoon character, but I'd love to be Darth Vader. I love the outfits, like all the black outfits and the gowns and the cape. Yeah, that's me, Darth Vader.
Straight up. Now this is a completely random one. I'm not sure how you can feel with this, but if there would be one more hour on this earth, what would you want to do in that time frame?
Well, I've just given birth, so I'd spend it with my child and my dog.
And you, Statis?
I'm trying to think whether I should give an honest answer or a fun answer. The honest answer is just spend the time with my friends and family. But the other answer is probably sitting in the studio, because that's the thing I love to do the most.
So you're kind of like all torn between the both.
Yeah, but to be honest,
That is so boring.
yeah, but to be honest, if it came to it, it would just be friends and family, wouldn't it? It'd be my girlfriend, my sister.
She's going to
my
be
mum and
mad
dad.
at you now.
Yeah, it's on camera now. What's your favourite dessert?
Oh my god, anything with salted caramel.
Yeah, I was going to say the same.
What's the weirdest thing a fan has done to get your attention?
Yeah, that's a hard one. Show me like very personal pictures on their phone.
So I was about to say, yeah, flashing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for taking part. You've been great
Thanks.
sports to us. If you can tell our audience where they can catch you on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, website, your remixes.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Everything's on beatniktv.com.
Yeah, that's the best place.
And I'm at DJ Nikki Beatnik.
And I'm at Statis Beatnik.
Yeah.